Son Goku back into his regular proportions, which it's really cool to see. Like I said, to see everyone back, as the adult versions always look cooler. And out comes Gomah, who's like, oh well, he says, you may have been turned back into adults, but you still don't stand a chance. Because that was his wish, but he's very confident because he's got that third eye, which was a nuisance no matter how strong these guys were getting. Oh, you know Vegeta's ready. This is a very much Vegeta episode. That's why I'm rocking the Vegeta tank top and stuff and everything. And he goes like, don't underestimate us. Now we're back to normal. And so from there, basically, you get Son Goku, and he's like, now that we're back, let's fight at one time. Yeah, let's fight one at a time. And Vegeta's like, in that case, it's my turn. And Goku's like, what? And he's like, don't complain. You decided on that order, Kakarot. And so Vegeta flies off, and Goku's like, damn it, or darn it. Well, I'm pretty sure in Japanese he said, damn it. But it's here in the subtitle, they gotta just darn it and stuff. And so they do this thing where Goku and Vegeta fly towards each other, and they cross paths, and there's Goku angry as Vegeta's gonna fly in, and he goes like, hear that? You lot better not try to join in either. So Vegeta is absolutely ready to go ham, because that's exactly what he said. He was going to make the bastard who did this pay at the very beginning of Dragon Ball DAIMA. And so that was really cool to see, basically. And you got my man Piccolo looking there with the twitching eyes, just like, can't believe bro is still on this stuff. Like, did he not learn anything when he got his whole butt whoop at SS1 by Juhachigo, aka Lazui, aka Android 18? She lit him up, and it's like, we still playing these games after all these years. And then so from here you have Tamagami 1 and Neva looking on, and then you have the rest of the cast, Dente and Bulma looking on there, and you see it right there on the face. Bluma, aka Bulma, she knows her husband the best. She can't believe he's still being this stubborn when they obviously see what they're up against. And so from here, you have that darn third eye. That third eye is ready and poised, making Gomah look very, he's like, yeah, he just flexing because he's like, he's got this in the bag. And Vegeta showing no fear, no hesitation. He is ready. Interesting. I can't be the only one that was thinking this. Here is, I'm looking like Vegeta was so out of it. So was he just so weakened because of his kid form, or did the dragon not only restore them back to their adult bodies, but did he also give them back their energy, restore their health back to 100%? So that's very interesting. And you see the size difference. There's Gomah flexing up to Vegeta, and Piccolo and Son Goku, they're gonna like, all right, we're gonna watch Vegeta, hopefully he doesn't get his butt kicked. And Vegeta, he takes his gloves and he stretches it. He is ready for action. Got the fists ready, and boom, flies right towards the screen. The action begins as Vegeta basically teleports right over to Gomah, and he is ready. The action is there. Gomah basically teleports right in front of Vegeta, and he goes for a punch, and then Vegeta comes right there, ready for another punch here, and he's flying all over the place to evade the big giant foot that comes from Gomah. Goes right behind him, and Vegeta's gonna go ahead there, and oh no, Gomah comes in with a back fist as Vegeta's able to go ahead and dodge that with his elbow, and Gomah's just having the time of his life. Easy work is what Gomah's saying. Easy work. Vegeta in base form. I can't be the only one thinking that, why are you starting out in base form? You saw where that got you before. I'm like, there should be no hesitation. There is no reserve as much stamina energy as you can. You need to go SS3 right off the bat, just like Son Goku did in the manga version of his fight with Kid Buu, because in the anime they had him go SS2 for a long time, and I don't know why. Very well animated, but logically didn't make much sense, and it only further diminished the power of Kid Buu in the anime version. But in the manga, yeah, Goku went SS3 when he was gonna be facing Super Buu, Gotenks Exorb, and Kid Buu. That was Toriyama's way of illustrating to us that right off the bat, these guys are not to be be toyed with. They are a force to be reckoned with. But Vegeta in his base form is still going to go ahead and try, even though that's what got him in the mess in the first place. And so there you see Gomah. He goes ahead and flies right back around, and then he's about to go ahead and collide some fists right there with Vegeta, and they're going to go ahead and almost there, and boom! Right there, you see the action shot right there, and all that propels Vegeta backwards, and then Vegeta's able to go ahead, and he's able to catch himself in the air as he's looking back more forth. Gomah still looking as confident as ever, and Vegeta right there, I think he has some respect. He understands what he is up against, and so as a result, even King Gaiden, he's like, he's that strong? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, base Vegeta form is must be on a whole different level. And so there you see, they're both colliding in the sky, flying away, almost being captured here by Gomah. And there you see, yeah, he's actually using a ki blast right there, and boom, Vegeta's able to go ahead and dodge right out of the way, and Vegeta's flying back, and now he's dodging a whole barrage of these really cool, sick looking energy blasts flying all over the area. Vegeta tried to evade them, and Vegeta, he's being focused, and I love this part here. He realized, yeah, this base form thing ain't gonna work. This stuff is all over me. So just amazing, sick looking animation as Vegeta's flying all around here, and it's from here that after these blasts are all going towards Vegeta, and you got Gomah just looking devious, you know, all that stuff. His third eye gets him another power boost. That third eye constantly being a nuisance through this whole entire thing. And Vegeta's basically like, okay, I finally have gotten used to my body again. And then from here, Vegeta basically, now that he's gotten, and I guess that's the reason why he's fighting his base form, just trying to get the swing of, get the hang of things, and, you know, before he starts going all out. And you see these really cool ways of Vegeta just dodging all these cool energy blasts, and Vegeta starts shooting these ki blasts right back. And then right there, point blank in the eyes, and nothing. It absolutely does nothing to Gomah, and Vegeta's flying all over the area, basically, still trying to get a grasp of what he can do. And you see right there as the rocks go around, Gomah is still unfazed with that stupid looking face. And the third eye, once again, giving him another power boost, or just regenerating him at this point. And it shoots his cool laser beam out of here, and Vegeta's able to dodge it, and he just starts shooting like with these ki blasts, as Vegeta's doing everything he can to just go ahead and evade. Vegeta's flying all over the area, basically trying to escape this. They're all over him, and Vegeta's doing a good job in base form so far. He has really put up a huge fight, so he starts flying back now, right there towards Gomah, and he goes right to his chest, takes these two energy ki blasts, and shoots it almost like a final flash, and then right there, boom! Oh, look at Gomah's like, what? And looks like he's being obliterated. This was just really sick, cool looking animation right here, big explosion, and Gomah right here is like, you know what, like I said, it would have been blood, but they put this on Fuji TV, and so because of the standards, they had to return that blood into spit and everything. So there you go. And Vegeta comes back into the frame, yeah, doing very well, I must say, in his base form. And Gomah's like, nope, gotcha. And he's looking right at Vegeta like, what you got? What else do you got for me? And so Vegeta right there, he starts powering up, and boom, right before he can even reach Gomah, he's able to go ahead and try to squash him like a bug. But is it to no avail? You got right there Vegeta basically holding on with his forearms. Let's see, Riku Torres. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hello, hey, thank you for joining the stream. So Vegeta right there, he's basically trying to go ahead and hold back. And Gomah, what you kept saying, he's like, I can go all day. And Vegeta is like, I'll show you. And right here, as Vegeta basically tries to continue, we see that golden glow, and there we go. Now we are seeing it. It is going. The energy ki blast is there. And oh, is it gonna work? Gomah's closing in. Gomah's got him. Oh, is it over for Vegeta? No, we see another big shiny blast. Could it be? I think it is. Yes, look at the shine. Boom! Finally breaks Gomah's grip there. And oh, look at Vegeta SS1 in the chat. Let's see. Sure says, nah, Bulma exposing Vegeta about showing shower. Yeah, we're gonna get to that soon. Showering with her. Yeah, that was an all-time moment. And it says, okay, all right, cool, man. Hey, I thank you so much for coming by on the stream here. And then Vegeta basically wasted no time in SS1. He goes in for, looks like a kick. Boom! Look at that. Look how much his foot is into Gomah's gut. Oh, so much that is buried in there. Got that foot deep into the gut. Oh, man, looking fantastic. Got shine everything. Sparks flying, and Gomah's like, oh, he's feeling that power. Boom, to run rock. And then Vegeta flies right after him. And then from there, Vegeta staying focused right in the game, and he's like, now Vegeta has taken this personal. He's ready to show Gomah what's really up. We see the electricity spark, Vegeta going to SS2, and you all know what I was waiting for. I'm pretty much sure it's the same thing that you Vegeta fans out there were waiting for as well, because Vegeta is keeping the pressure on, and Gomah right there, as you can see, that third eye is like, no, I got you, Gomah, and so it explodes in there in this spark, and Gomah's like, what's good? What you thought it was? What? And then from there, Vegeta flying right towards Gomah, and Gomah starts showing this really huge ki blast, and he just swats that thing. Look at the animation, absolutely on freaking point. And right here, the ballast nearly goes to head towards Vegeta, and Vegeta's like, he goes ahead and he dodges that, and then Vegeta flies into the sky, and he's flying higher and higher into the sky. Just loving the animation right here as Vegeta's going up into the sky, and we get to look up in those eyes like Vegeta is all business, on point. And then we see his hair get longer, and he's like, ah! I'm like, let's go, let's freaking go. It's getting longer. I'm like, yes, the one thing I was hoping we were gonna see, because this is the only time we're ever gonna see it, because we don't see it at all in Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta starts going right over to Gomah. The electricity is going. Gomah forms another giant ki blast, which he's gonna go ahead and unleash right towards Vegeta, but he's able to dodge out of the way, and then he goes ahead and dodges another one. He cannot catch Vegeta. Vegeta's being too fast for Gomah. That's three energy ki blasts wasted through the rocks, and then right there, boom, we see this really cool eye, and bam, Vegeta goes right through the rocks. Man, it isn't crazy. Let's see. Trezura, I think if that's Trezura, if I said, hey, thanks for joining the stream. Vegeta coming right in, right there. Bam. Oh, I love the way this shots look. You know, this kind of reminds me, because he's basically SS3. Let me know in the chat, or even in the comments if you're watching this on demand. Do you guys and gals out there think SS3, not Vegeta so much, but SS3 as a form looks better with eyebrows? So that's just really interesting. So we see these eyes right here, and Vegeta basically unleashing all that power. I love it. Look at the energy, the electricity. Oh my gosh, looking so sick right here. Vegeta unleashing all the power, and we get this huge, cool, really big explosion. I just love, like I said, the animation staff absolutely on point. Look at that, the blues, the golds, man, huge looking explosion right here, and Gomah's actually being pushed back and starting to get a little annoyed by this, and he's barely able to hold on, putting up a guard, and we got the electricity sparks flying right there. Really cool looking stuff here, and Gomah sees the shine, and he sees the electricity, and he now has been faced. He's looking like, and he is livid, that man is. He cannot stand what he is seeing, and there we see in the distance, it really is those giant golden long locks. We see the electricity flowing, and it is Super Saiyajin 3 / Super Saiyan 3, but better known in the Funimation dub as Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And he's got those eyes going, the eyebrows, it is complete, no eyebrows, and he's got the pupils back, which they didn't draw in the kid versions of the forms, and that is just really looking sick. Oh, sick. Man, I didn't know once until I see how it looks as an adult. Man, I gotta be honest, I think SS3 Vegeta, probably one of the coolest looking form I've seen, man. Just one of the coolest looking form. Like, that looks fantastic. Like, man, Toriyama, God rest his soul, but man, he really, like, out of all the forms I've ever seen with Vegeta, I'm like, this might be one of my favorite Vegeta forms, if not maybe my favorite. I have to really look back and think about it. For those of you who are manga readers, you know about Ultra Ego, but man, this looks awesome. Fantastic, just amazing. My gosh, Trezure, we need to get this guy more viewers. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that. It all helps the channel. Hey, if you got any other Dragon Ball friends and stuff like that, send them a link to the stream and everything. We have a good time and stuff. And man, that just looks so sick. SS3 Vegeta. SS3 Vegeta looking awesome. Like, I'm like, yes. I was like, thank you, Akira Toriyama. Thank you so much. I'm glad we are able to see this. Man, adult SS3 Vegeta. This is something that fans have wanted to see for almost 3 decades, and I cannot wait to see this. You know they're going to make a ton of money, a ton of merchandise off of this. It's definitely going to be DLC and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Very smart of them to do kids and adult versions, so you get 2 versions to play. So this is looking sick right here, and I love the electricity. Oh man, this was just so sick, and Gomah getting so angry. Yeah, look at Gomah, he's like, and I don't know why Nahare, aka the Supreme Kai, was like Super Saiyan 3, and I'm like, yeah, you saw him do it before, but I guess he's still impressed. And Fancy's like, that's amazing. Like, yeah, y'all saw it the first time. And there's Goku basically just smiling. I'm loving the electricity, the sparks, Vegeta looking really awesome here and everything, showing no respect to Gomah. Like, just he's giving him the side look, like, like, okay, Vegeta's not playing here, but will it be enough to beat Gomah? Because this is fascinating here in this fight. Man, that is just awesome. That's why I had to use it in the thumbnail. That just looks sick right there. Like, SS3 Vegeta is just fantastic. Awesome. One of the best forms I've ever seen once again. So he teleports away, and there's Gomah, and he's like, oh, feeling the power, like, oh, boom, Vegeta made that boy feel the power with his fist. Good stuff. Like, look at the bump, like, oh, like, Vegeta got deep in for that punch right there. And look at my boy Vegeta's like, you feel that? I told you I was going to make the bastard that did this to us pay. And man, look at Gomah right there. He's like, I won't let you get away with this. And then Vegeta flies, basically creates some more distance right there, and then he flies right back, and then he goes right in there with a big punch, and boom, knocks Gomah out. Got that boy like, whoa! And man, look at Vegeta putting the pressure. He's like, no. He's like, let me get you some of this elbow and stuff like that. They near decapitated Gomah's head right off. And bam, sends Gomah flying into the background. And Vegeta keeps on the pressure, flies right over him, goes right behind his back, and then just looking really awesome animation. He gets ready, and then right goes for, looks like the eye. Boom! No, he faded with an uppercut to Gomah's chin. Bam! Sends Gomah flying in the sky, and then boom, Vegeta keeps the pressure going on, and then right here, boom, he's coming in for a big foot, and Vegeta's like, no, he wants you to feel the power. Bam! Right in the stomach. Vegeta with the combos. Vegeta always had some of the sickest combos in all of Dragon Ball, and Gomah right there, he is feeling every ounce of it. Look at Vegeta. He has kicked this man so deep into the stomach, you can't even see the lower part of his leg, his shin, his foot, his ankle, all gone deep in there. And then bam, Vegeta keeps the pressure going, flying with Gomah, forcing him down to the ground, and then Vegeta flies in the back, and this right here, this was sick. Vegeta's like, you about to go ahead and feel the pain. And bam! Kick him into the back. Sends him over to the sky. And then bam! Kicks him right into the, collides him right in the face. And then goes ahead and sends Gomah flying. And then bam! Sends him right into the stomach. And then he flies right after him. And then bam! Right into the back. Nearly broke the boy's spine in half. Someone called the great Jim Ross from WWE and AEW Pro Wrestling Legend. By God, is my witness, he has broken split him in half. And this time Vegeta's like, no, you about to feel this whooping. Vegeta's like, you are about to feel every single bit of this whooping. I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to us for that wish. And he comes right back to him and then boom, right into the gut. Comes right back next to him, boom, right into the back. And then goes right for another shot. And then he goes right into the pain with his fist. Bam! Parries that fist right into the back. Gomah said flying. And then he comes right back and he's like, nah, you ain't over. It ain't over yet. He like, boom, right into the back. And then Vegeta's like, no, it ain't over. Boom! Like, dang! Vegeta tearing his butt up. He's like, you gonna feel this. He took every single bit of that personal. And then he goes with another big fist. And Vegeta's like, it ain't over. I took every single thing this personal, right? You do not mess with another man in his family and digress and regress them age-wise. People want to keep moving forward in life. He was taking this personal. Vegeta flying right after Gomah, goes right into the back spine, and then boom, another punch into the back. And he makes sure he really lays that one right there in there. Gomah's like, and Vegeta just flying up like, whoa, you feel that? You feel that power? And Gomah's like, and you know he'd be like, if he didn't have that third eye, he'd be begging for his life now. Make it stop! Make it stop! Oh my gosh, this was an epic moment. I'm hoping this is a rush attack in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, because SS3 Vegeta lit him up with the combo, and Vegeta still being fresh, so he's holding very well despite the huge energy drain that Super Saiyan 3 is. And then Vegeta right here, this was so sick. He flies into the sky. And he looked like he's about to do a backdrop, and he's getting his leg prepped and ready. And then he basically goes forward, and then look at the eye. Look at Vegeta like, I got you. I got you. It ain't over yet. He goes ahead and flips around with his foot, and then he basically puts a big giant SS aura around it, and then he ends up powering up his whole body, and then he takes his foot right there. Look at Vegeta saying, focus. Like, I need you to understand, you about to feel this, and it's gonna hurt a lot. And then boom! Look at Gomah. He's like, oh, you got even the third eye poking out up here, looking like Mr. Satan, aka Mark Satan, aka Hercule in the TV dub. Oh, man, pretty much there. Like where it says, boom, boom, boom. Ooh, you do not mess with another man's family. Yeah, very much so. Like Vin Diesel said, it quoted me there. Oh my gosh, like the sparks got electricity coming out of this man's stomach. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at you see. If Vegeta does another foot and like just stomps him out, and he's like, oh, the stupid face of Gomah just makes it all look hilarious. Sends Gomah flying into the ground, all through this whole entire mountain. Boom, on the ground, hits it with such velocity, and then you've got the entire dust going out there, and look at Vegeta just looking awesome. That's an awesome win pose. This needs to be his pose in Sparking Zero when he wins. And there you see, man, it is completely all right. Okay, finna go to sleep. Good night. Hey, thank you for coming by to the stream and everything. I'll have it up on demand afterwards if you want to watch the rest, but I appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much for adding to the engagement level. And so there you see right there, we got a big giant dust cloud, and it's that third eye again. That third eye has once again made everything, because it's like a hack. Like, you know, you guys ever play a video game where you use like a cheat code to give yourself 100% health, and you go up to take on the final boss, and it's just taking ever. It's taking 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and you are just basically taking forever to try and get whatever little shot you can in on the final boss that you're fighting, and you're realizing, man, had you not had that cheat code to keep you at perfect health, you would have been gone a long time ago. That's what it feels like, because he can't stand up to Goku and Vegeta. They've been training in martial arts almost their whole entire lives. Well, Goku more so than Vegeta, but Vegeta easily obviously catched up very quickly, as Vegeta was mostly fighting all through the universe and didn't realize until he met his first fight with Goku what could really be done through training. And so Gomah's like, peekaboo, I'm not done yet. I like, you and your third eye, like what are you without your third eye? And so he's like, I can go all day. Like, what are you flexing, bro? What are you even flexing because of the third eye? Did you build that energy up through years of training like Son Goku and Vegeta? No, you didn't. So shut up. And so he's up here doing these poses and all that stuff like he's gonna do something. He forms this big giant energy blast and he gets ready to go ahead. And he's getting ready and poised to just really unleash a lot of power into this. And Vegeta SS3, showing no fear hesitation, powers up, does an awesome power, and he's able to teleport out of the, or no, just zoom in fast out of the way on there. And there you see Vegeta flying all over the area as Son Goku looks and Gomah flies in after him. So you got Vegeta right there going, damn it all. And he starts forming this really big giant blast basically to just shoot at Gomah, and he just starts going to his old trump card in the anime, which is spam ki blast, and he just starts shooting all at Gomah. He's like, oh, and it sends Gomah into the rocks, blowing up the rocks, the area. But then that third eye still ends up being a big issue, and he flies back up to Vegeta, and you see where that eye is always glowing. So I really love that the animators always had a subtle detail for us to understand exactly what is the extent of his power. And at this point, I'm wondering, like, why don't they start attacking the eye? At some point, you just got to go ahead and try to attack the eye, because it's clearly what's making him last throughout all their techniques, making him so resistant. And so Vegeta even flies back right here with another big shot that sends Gomah right back into the ground with huge velocity, and they start going right through the whole ground here, and Gomah's like, ah, and they're going through the ground. The animation looks so sick as we see Vegeta flying all through the ground, just through everything. Gomah's like, ah, like he's sorry. He just is. He is nothing without this third eye. And then bam, Vegeta just basically keeping the pressure as he goes further and further down right there in you just see it right there. Gomah barely able to contain himself. He can't do anything with him. It's like Vegeta just keeps getting the upper hand, and the third eye is the only reason why he's able to still stay in there. And so Vegeta's flying right after him, and then basically they end up going right out of the arena that he made out at the bottom there, and Vegeta goes ahead and flies right down behind him. And then he takes one hand, and he takes out another hand, and oh, it's gonna be a Vegeta classic. He starts powering up, and the way they do the camera panning right here, and whoa, this is where the animation changed. Shout out to Yuya Takahashi. Let me make sure yeah, Yuya Takahashi, a huge fan favorite. Yuya Takahashi, he was a guy that burst onto the scene in terms of Dragon Ball during Dragon Ball Super and really changed the animation up. I think a lot with like the Goku during the Goku Black arc, especially into the Tournament of Power. That detail shading, I always love his stuff. Man, he did a fantastic SS1 Vegeta transformation in Dragon Ball Super Broly, so you could tell this was his work. This was him kind of taking over as the animation direction. He had a ton of animators from all over the world working on this, so that was really awesome to see. But yeah, this just looks so sick right here. This is where the animation kicks into high gear. So he starts forming basically with electricity going around the final flash, which never has been the final of anything, but it looks really cool and we love the attack, right? So Vegeta starts flying and he starts getting ready with his electricity. He starts powering up, right? And there you see it. He's forming it. He puts his hands together and he is focused, and I just love it. Look at the energy, man. This is where the energy attacks, where all the greens, the blues, the yellows, just looking fantastic as the final flash starts forming. And man, we got electricity coming all out of it. So he's gonna try and finish Gomah right here, and once again Gomah's eyes still bringing him back up. He's smiling because he knows he's got this in the bag, and Gomah starts forming this big giant mouth blast, and then Vegeta's like, final flash, and right there, boom, shoots out a gigantic final flash powered by SS3. And it goes flying right there. Look at this. Look how sick the animation looks, man. Held by the direction of Yuya Takahashi. Fantastic stuff right there. Looking awesome. And he shoots out another, you gotta get multiple angles of Vegeta shooting out the final flash as it gets sent right there off screen. And then Gomah shoots his big giant blast and he's powering it back over to Vegeta. So we get this really cool, huge ki blast struggle. And boom, there he's in it. My God, look at this. This is what I've been talking about. The animation is so great. Everything is so well drawn out in Dragon Ball DAIMA. That right there is just, how is that not an awesome screenshot of itself? And then from there, Gomah with all the energy ki coming out of his mouth, might as well come from the third eye, quite frankly. And look at that. That is just, this is just sick. The electricity, the energy, the visual effects on point, the shading, everything just on point about this blast struggle. And then Vegeta gets the upper hand. He's actually beating Gomah to the punch, and Gomah's like, and Vegeta's like, and then right there, Vegeta goes back and he unleashes more power, and boom, blows up Gomah's entire ki blast, and bam, clear viewpoint hits Gomah right there, point blank range. Boom, look at that, just, man, sick. Like, this is one of the visually most stunning, cool final flashes I have ever seen in the entire franchise. And Gomah's like, and then in typical Final Flash fashion, after the Final Flash has done a great job of looking awesome, going into the sky right there, really cool, into the clouds, and you see it right there, Final Flash explosion and all that stuff, looks amazing. SS3 Vegeta is now sucking wind. He's huffing and puffing. Because we know how much stamina is drained by SS3. His aura is not even up right there, and you see the sheer devastation that he did to the whole place. And Vegeta's sweating now. SS3 feeling the wrath of what it is, and he's like, "Oh, that's the face that once again Vegeta might want to stop calling your attack final." Or no, did he? No, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Final Flash. Shout out to Codename Super if you all watch him. I think he says the Final Flash has a 100% fail rate. And there you go, Vegeta still sweating right there with his eye, because there it is, Gomah coming out of the sky with his, looks like his whole body got repaired by the third eye. And you see this really cool part right here where, yeah, all this stuff breaks off as if it was the eye was repairing his body. And there you go. So how many times would they have killed this dude right now if it wasn't for that third eye? And I just love the animation. Like, this looks awesome. Like, man, this just gives Dragon Ball, like, these serious battles, man. It just really gives the shading here just gives it this whole cool tone. SS3 Vegeta right there. He is in shock, like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. We got Clark in the chat. Thanks for joining. He says Final Flash because it is the last attack he can do. You know what? It might as well be. I mean, yeah, after he does the attack, he does not have a good record with it, though. I think when he faced Topo, he did do the final explosion, and that got him the win and stuff. And right here, yeah, the reason why Vegeta's shocked here is because Gomah has appeared behind him, and he's all like, "No matter how many times you hit me, it won't work." And Vegeta right there is spooked almost, or just shocked right there. And SS3 Vegeta, he pulls around really quickly, and Gomah goes right with a fist. Boom, and Vegeta's like, "Oh crap, the power!" And boom, sends Vegeta flying. And it's like, man, SS3 can't catch a W at all, man. In Z, Super, and now Daima, Gomah too strong, and he sends Vegeta flying. Vegeta Vegeta's able to stop himself, and then Vegeta flies away to try and create some distance, and Goma's right hot on his trail right there, and Vegeta's looking like, okay, he's got to figure out what can he do at SS3. The Final Flash didn't work. He put everything he had into that, and he goes for a punch, and Goma matches it, and then Vegeta right there, he's sucking wind. Boom, and Goma's like, oh, I see you sucking wind. I can do this all day, like I said. And he goes like, ah, and there you see that third eye, and boom, you see the wind effects right there is not looking good. And Goku, he's right. He's saying, this is bad. His Super Saiyan 3 ain't gonna last much longer. And Vegeta Piccolo's like, you're right. And Goku's like, that guy, he's not showing any sort of exhaustion at all. And what's going on? And as you can see, Vegeta trying his best to just fight Goma, but then boom, he gets wrecked with a knee to the gut, and then he gets kicked away, and then Goma right there ready to meet Vegeta, and no matter what he does, Vegeta is able to block Vegeta's fist, and Piccolo's basically explaining how it appears to be that third eye, because he realizes no matter what they do to this guy, it constantly keeps him coming back. No matter what they hit with him, it is that darn third eye. And Goma's just looking super confident because he knows they ain't got a chance against him, and Goku, he's paying a very much big attention to it. And Piccolo, he's wondering, he says, while we've been restored, we still retain some of our damage. And that's what I don't get, because they're drawn as if they're fresh and new, but they still have damage. So it's like, I'm understanding, like, what exactly is their energy level here? They're just freshen up now because they're adults and stuff, and their body's like, okay, we're not that damaged anymore. I don't know, that was confusing for me. And then from right here, Piccolo, he ends up saying that how they might be obsessed, that not by the time, this might not be the time to obsess over fighting, but come to think of it, he's like, the Supreme Demon King Abura used to attach and remove that third eye at will. Or I forget, no, that's Piccolo thinking that it's not the time to obsess over fighting. And this is where Dr. Arinsu's figuring out basically that, Dabura's father, he is the one that was able to basically remove that eye and everything. Really always wondered me, why didn't Dabura take the eye for himself? He could have probably easily defeated Majin Buu, because I mean, where's Goma really on the power scale when you think about it? Like, we know he's clearly no match for Goku and them all by himself, and he obviously was stronger than I forgot his name. He didn't make such an impact in this whole series the whole time. Degasu, and Degasu was one shot by Piccolo, who, as I mentioned before, Piccolo, he didn't want none of the East Kaioshin, so he doesn't really rank that high, I think, on the power scale. But that third eye, if it could take a weakling like Goma from a physical fighting standpoint and enhance him to make him so much powerful, boom. I want to see actually Goma, and hopefully we'll see it in episode 20. I want to see Goma use more of his big magic. Basically, what is it that made him so dangerous before the third eye and stuff like that. And so you have Dr. Arinsu, though. She's trying to figure out just how did he do it and everything, and she's paying close attention here. And this is where she turns to Majin Buu and says, bring me back the book of magic, and I believe it should be archive number 37. And Majin Buu's like, righto, no problem. And Majin Buu, he flies off, flies out of the battlefield really quickly, and there you see SS3 Vegeta has become a sweating mess, and he is now on the ropes because, man, the Statama issue is now, he's been hit by the SS3 Statama issue hard now, and he's boom punching and punching again and putting everything he's got left into these punches right into Goma. And look, Goma's feeling it. Goma's feeling the power, and Vegeta's going in for another punch, and boom, right in the chest of Goma. And Goma's like, oh, and Vegeta is exhausted right now. He's like, like he's just what's the word? He is a glutton right now. He is a glutton for air right now, and it is no avail. You see Gomah's hand coming up right behind Vegeta there, and boom, grabs him by the hair, because the third eye has restored Gomah once again, and he's got Vegeta now saying, "What's wrong? Finish already!" And then he goes for a big punch, and Vegeta, he has nothing left to defend himself. Boom! Right in the face. Gomah finally gets a good shot in on Vegeta, and that sends SS3 Vegeta flying into this, right into the rock. Boom! Right through a rock. Boom! Right through another rock. Boom, right through another rock. Boom, through another rock. Boom, all through that rock. And then, oh, thankfully Vegeta's able to stop himself right there with his feet. But it's Novel. He ends up going ahead and taking a knee. Takes a knee to Gomah unintentionally. I'm pretty sure the Prince of all Saiyans, aka Saiyans, did not want to bow. And his hair goes black right there. And from there, it fades. And Vegeta is trying to keep up SS3 right there, but he's like, blast it. It's no avail. It fades back to black, and Vegeta is back in his base form. So he's lost the strongest shot he had against Gomah at this point. Not looking good, and Vegeta is just a sweaty mess. He's stubborn, and Son Goku, he's yelling back, "Hey Vegeta, can I join in?" And Vegeta's like, "Don't be stupid, back off." He says, "I'll take him out, anyone." He says, "I'll take out anyone who gets in my way." And then he flies back up, and Gomah flies right through that rock, and then comes right ahead and is able to block Vegeta in base form. And Goku's like, I thought you say that. And Piccolo's like, this is not good. And Gomah, he's the Rock now. He's the final boss. He's up here going like, just bring it. Or in this case, just bring it. Like taunted Vegeta, like he's the stuff, like he thinks he's all that, but it's really the third eye. And so right there, he starts winding it up with his fist, and Vegeta's like, and Goku's wondering, like, what should we do? And boom, Vegeta's able to match the punch with Gomah right there. And then here, of course, in the subtitles, you see, I think Goku's explaining, he doesn't lose any stamina, no matter how much we hit him, obviously because of that third eye. And now you see Gomah up here, squaring up, like, he feeling this, like, what's good? What's good? He ready to box and all that stuff. Like, I'm like, I don't even know if Gomah's got fighting skills like that. He just got flexing that third eye. And then Vegeta flies toward, and look, he's got head movement. Yeah, he's able to dodge Vegeta doing that straight shot attack, and then Vegeta flies right back at him, and now Gomah taunting Vegeta, doing what he did with the arms cross, fighting Vegeta. And then he's got that third eye, getting another boost from the third eye, and he's shooting an energy blast that boom hits Vegeta right in the face. And Piccolo's like, then your joining in may not make a difference. And Goku's like, what can we do here? And Majin Buu, he comes back and he says, sorry to keep you waiting. And he's like, sorry to keep you waiting. I don't think it was that long, honestly. And so, Dr. Arinsu, she compliments him, says, well done. So she opens up this big book and starts going right through it. And you see all these cool visual effects as she's going through, looking to see what it is that she can do to get this third eye out of Gomah. And Majin Buu says, shall I help? And she's like, yeah. And so Majin Buu, who, as he mentioned, even though he wasn't strong enough to defeat Tamagami 1, he said he has many talents and can come very much in handy. And proving to be the MVP, Majin Buu's like, here we go. And he just starts basically going full trucks mode, basically, with the burning attack, but using this huge speed. I forget, was it a show? Was it like Doctor Strange or something? Or it's either Doctor Strange or some movie where there's some sort of sci-fi movie I remember where they can read a book really quickly. So Dr. Arinsu, basically, she's looking right here and she's seeing how quickly Majin Ku is able to go ahead and read this and stuff. Like, man, it'd be cool, we could read things like that really quickly. And so Dr. Arinsu says that's it, and Majin Ku's like, yep, I told you I could come in useful. And Vegeta right here, completely exhausted, nothing left, still just being stubborn. He's trying to block this ki blast, boom, and it's no avail. So Dr. Arinsu flies up over our heroes right here, and in her brother Nare, he's like, Arinsu, and they're wondering, okay, what you got playing here? So she tells him, she says, listen to me closely. And she's like, Gomah's third eye can be removed if you hit him in the back of the head 3 times in a row. So we're getting to very much video game boss territory. This has got to also be, obviously, I'm guessing this goes into a lot of RPGs and stuff, but also on top of that with this, this is exactly how they ended up defeating Cell Max. So there's so many things that that Dragon Ball DAIMA borrows from the old stuff and the more current stuff. Obviously, this must be like a little tribute to how they defeated Cell Max. So that's how it's done. You gotta hit him in the back of the head 3 times. And you gotta say, I would have just thought you just shoot this guy right in the eye, basically the third eye. But you gotta hit him back of the head, like, go back of his head and smack him up 3 sides up side of his head. And then boom, he's like, boom, the eyes out, like, oh my gosh. So that's how that's what it's like in order to defeat him. And so Goku reluctantly is like, huh? Is that true? And I love it. They're portraying adult Goku here more serious, like the Goku that we know and love from Dragon Ball Z. Like I said, it's fine with Goku act that way as a kid in Dragon Ball because he was a kid, but we saw how much more mature he got as he developed going into Z. So it's cool to see that Goku that we all know and love back here. And he has the right to be hesitant because Dr. Arinsu was trying to be very selfish with her wish. And so, you know, Nahare, he's looking up like, and Goku's like, hey, thank you. And he's like, that's wonderful information. And so basically, or was it, it may have been her brother. Yeah, her brother was probably saying thank you. That was wonderful information. I forgot. So Dr. Arinsu, she goes like, you know, don't get the wrong idea. She just wants Gomah defeated as well. But this kind of goes into what I was thinking. In pro wrestling, they call it a tweener. She's not evil, but she's not good either. She's kind of in between. She's not it's pro wrestling. She's not a baby face meaning good. She's not a heel meaning bad. She's a tweener. She's like in between, you know. So that's basically what's going on there. But Goku, he's smiling. Piccolo's like, he still has his, he's still a little hesitant, like, I'm watching you. And, so he tells Goku, what now? And he says, I doubt it will be able to get an opening to hit the back of his head 3 times. And Goku's like, I ain't got much stamina left, but I've got more than Vegeta. And Vegeta basically right there is just, you know, just got nothing left. This really is been the episode. This is like the story of Vegeta's whole entire character. You know, he has really cool, great moments, but in the end, he's there to basically end up getting he's there to end up getting beaten down by the main villain before Goku kicks in. Tracer has returned. Hey, thanks for coming back and everything. I guess you didn't go to sleep for the night just yet. But hey, thanks for joining again. And boom, right there you see Gomah goes ahead and he punches Vegeta right there and sends Vegeta flying all into the background, and it's just not looking good here. Vegeta's just being stubborn, and Goku, you know, he's like, I'll fight. You find an opening and hit him in the back of the head. And I love this. This is going back to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z when they were strategizing against Raditz and everything. Goku would go ahead to fight Raditz while Piccolo would form the Makokotsu. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to pronounce that one. I think I got it right here. The Makokotsu pole, aka Special Beam Canyon. And so he's like, you got it? And Piccolo's like, okay, got it. And so from here, Nadare, he's like, yeah, but I think Vegeta would rather die than to try to take anyone else's help and stuff like that. Neo Throne, thanks. Neo Throne, yeah, Theorol. Thanks for joining the chat. You said Vegeta is basically the second guy, not the main guy. Pretty much, yeah. He's all. I've always said that. I had a joke running around Dragon Ball Super called the Pecking Order, and it is the Pecking Order in Dragon Ball that Vegeta, he always fights the big bad and sort of softens him up for Goku to come in for the big win. So kind of like how I was always positioned and everything. And this is, oh my gosh, this is probably one of the most talked about parts in this whole thing because, man, oh boy, we get Bluma, aka Bomo, walking into the battle lines here, and she is mad. Look at that step. Look how she's walking. She says, "Leave it to me." And man, once again, going back to the voice actresses, rest in peace to the late great OG Bluma, Hiromi Suru. Would have been awesome to hear this, but I thought the current voice actress that replaced her, Aya Hisakawa, did a phenomenal job here, and I'm pretty sure that Monica Rial, when they get to this version in the English dub, she's going to kill this as well. Can't wait to hear her and Chris Sabat, because man, this whole part, Aya Hisakawa, and of course the legendary Ryo Horikawa, they killed it. So oh man, so Nahara's like, what are you gonna do? And Bluma, she goes ahead and closes her eyes. She takes a little sigh, and she yells, "Vegeta!" And Vegeta's like, "What?" And as he's trying his best to dodge and all the shots here, she says, "Get your head out of your butt and let everyone else fight." And Vegeta's holding back here and is trying to hold back Gomah's punches, as you can see. And Vegeta's like, "No way! I'll beat him, even if it kills me." And Gomah's like, "Yeah, I'll kill you, all right." As he's going right there, he's like, "Then you can just die." Basically, because he has this one in the bag. And Bulma, she's like, "Stop being stupid." And she says, "If you're going to keep fighting," and she says, "I'm never going to." And here comes the big line. As you see right there, as Goma's about to go ahead and punch Vegeta, she says, "Take a bath with you again." And after that was said, she yells that out with all her passion, and they slow the animation down. And right here, they zoom away from Bluma, aka Bulma, and they zoom in right here to Vegeta and his reaction as he looks back, about to get crushed by Goma's fist. He's like, "Oh." Oh. When I first saw it, I literally was just laughing out loud like this. Almost fell back in my chair laughing. Oh my gosh. I did not see this coming. This was absolutely hilarious. Vegeta right there. His whole world has been devastated. The close-up on his eye. That boy quickly zooms there, zooms here, zooms back there, and then basically disperses his ki away, gets to the ground, turns and goes ahead, closes his eyes, swallows his pride, tells Goku, "Very well, I'll take you over." Oh, and he goes like, "Very well, I'll let you take over." Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball DAIMA has been great for this one. Man, on this podcast about 5 years ago, we did a ranking the 4 main couples of Dragon Ball, and shout out to my boy Linux, who said when it came to Vegeta and Bluma, aka Bulma, they're still developing, and it feels like we're still seeing new things to their relationship, and boy was he right, because not only have we learned that Vegeta is a big lover of boobs, well, we all pretty much probably speculated that, obviously, with who he's married to, but this was just said flat out here when he was embarrassed by it. But we learned that Vegeta and Gomah, aka Bluma in the Japanese version, they be getting freaky in the bathtubs. Oh man, we have really seen a different side to Vegeta, and just seeing how much control Bluma, aka Gomah, has when it comes to making Vegeta get right, keeping Vegeta on the good foot, basically, has been fantastic. And it really goes back to what my boy Lennox said, is it's not so much that, hey, after the Majin Buu saga, Vegeta was, you know, basically became that much of a better person. You have to look back at that 7-year time skip. Truly, he really did grow fond of Trunks and his wife Gomah, and he realized he made a mistake when he allowed Babidi to take control of him, and he became Majin Vegeta. So I love it. This has been great. It's unfortunate Toriyama is not here to see people, to see the fans, laugh at this amazing joke that he created. But it's like one last great Vegeta Gomah moment that he gifted to us, the fans. This was fantastic. Absolutely everything about this works. So if those of you have ever wondered what is Vegeta like, behind the scenes, we've learned the different side of his character. Him and Gomah, they love getting freaky in the bathtub. Oh man, so they're doing quite a few dirty things as they get the dirt off of themselves. So this is just fantastic in so many great ways, and I love that this is, of all things, what got him out of the fight. This is what gets him to take. He can be stubborn, but once the wife gets involved and says, no more, he's like, all right, Kakarot, you can go. You aren't fighting anymore with that. And that shows you, for as much as these Saiyajins love fighting, hey, when it comes to the bed, hey, hold on now. Ain't everything more important than fighting. There's some things out there more important, all right? I love it. I need to know what Vegeta's reaction is in Dragon Ball Superhero when he comes back and seeing Bluma, aka Gomah, has a bigger booty now thanks to the dragon. Oh my gosh. I hope moving forward in the future, Toyotaro keeps more of this stuff up with Gomah and Vegeta. Fantastic stuff, man. This is hilarious. And so Goku's like, and Piccolo's like, the shame. But of course he doesn't understand romance from a human standpoint. He's a Namekian. And Goku's like, all right. So we obviously know something that him and Chi-Chi don't do. And you see East Kaioshin, he's like, ha ha ha, and they're all embarrassed for him. It's just hilarious. But hey, the man enjoys a good bath with his wife. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all.